Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I need your help, and I know you can do it by sharing this video with your friends. Here is my story. I am a mother who lost a pregnancy while serving active duty in the U.S. Armed Forces due to doctor's negligence. Later, as a civilian and single mother, my younger child, who was physically abused, passed away. And now I lost custody of my only child, who is being spanked, bruised, in addition to that, there are slaps and bleeding. How is it possible to give the custody of a child to the abuser? How can Child Protective Services make the same mistake twice in a row? You may be asking, what is my crime? Well, it is living in a one-bedroom apartment and barrier of language. Before my younger child passed away, I asked for help. One of the many places was the office of Congressman Lloyd Doggett, and the only response that I got from his office are these two letters with two different dates, but they both read exactly the same. Please allow me to share a line with you. Please understand that even with my involvement, the bureaucratic response is often slow. My younger child passed away because Child Protective Services put decisions in bureaucracy. This time before I lost custody of my now only child, I asked for help, and this is what I got. My local church leader criticized my faith by saying, quote, "Your faith is different than mine," end quote. Indeed it is, because you need to stand in my shoes for 5 minutes, and I can guarantee you that your faith will go to a different level and different heights. The top leader of the church, Prophet Thomas Monson, quote, "Too busy with 14 million members," end quote. My child is not a number. My child is a human being. Apparently, there is bureaucracy in the church too. How busy can someone be 24/7 to save a child's life? Especially the leader of the true church, as they call it. Once again, I asked the help of Congressman Lloyd Doggett because of this article with one of his quotes. The death of even one child due to abuse and neglect is too many. Neglect starts with my leaders, with their offices, with their administrations. President Obama, back in November of last year, during the National Thanksgiving Turkey Pardoning Ceremony, you said, quote, "America is, after all, a country of second chances, and this turkey has earned the chance to live out the rest of his life," end quote. How that happened. I am a veteran, and as a veteran, even with the barrier of language, I have earned the opportunity for my daughter to have not a chance, but the right to live. If a turkey made it, why my daughter cannot make it? Why is the life of my now only child of a lesser value than a turkey? Why is the life of my now only child of a lesser value than yours? If you gave the chance to a turkey, why you cannot give it to my daughter? It is such a disappointment that America, being the land of boundless opportunities, to my younger child, bureaucracy did not give her the opportunity to live. President Obama, I have done many things you have asked us to do. Serve our country, done. Vote, done. Volunteer work, done. During your campaign, I did phone banking, black walking, registered people to vote, participated in marches and rallies, and nobody said anything about barrier of language. Another thing you have asked us to do is, quote, "Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it," end quote. I have done that. In addition to what I already mentioned, I have written letters to you, President Obama, asking for your help. Also sent letters to Mr. Mike Kelleher, your Director of Presidential Correspondence, Ms. Barbara Walters, and Mr. Jose Diaz Ballard, asking them a favor that they give my letter to you. These are the receipts of the letters, some of the letters that I have sent. This is what I got from the White House. 2 standard letters with different dates. And again, they both read exactly the same. But please allow me to share a line with you. If even one life can be saved, then we have an obligation to try. Are we really trying? Obviously, none of my letters have been selected for your daily reading, nor given to you. It seems that we are going on the same path. I am afraid of losing my now only child. Not too long ago, you gave a speech about routine, but routine starts with the White House, with routine letters. I sent the letters to you, Mr. President, but people who work with you or for you have decided that the life of my daughter is not important. I have asked for the help of TV programs, reporters, journalists, but no answer at all. It is very disappointing that as a veteran I have to beg to save the life of my now only child. It is very frustrating that as a veteran, at one point in my life, I was ready, willing, and able to defend and protect the United States Constitution, but I couldn't save the life of my younger child because of bureaucracy. But here is somebody that has a pretty face and money, and that's enough to shoot her to the moon. I am talking about Miss Colombia, the young lady that was Miss Universe for only 3 or 4 minutes. A lady that has done nothing for this country. Why is the life of my now only child of lesser value than a miss? Why is the life of my child of a lesser value than a personality? All I am asking is for my video to reach your desk, President Obama. Through this video again, I am asking for your help one more time. You are president who once said, quote, "There is nothing we can't do. America is a place where all things are possible," end quote. Very inspirational and electrifying speeches, but your words don't match reality. It was not possible to save the life of my younger child because of bureaucracy, and seems that once again we are going on the same path. If you still believe that America is a place where all things are possible, I invite you to come to my place, see where I live and how I live, and see if this is a reason to lose custody of my now only child. I am not ashamed of what I have, nor what I earn with my hands. I leave that shame to my leaders and their silly excuses. It is surprising to know that what I earn to live and how I live is not acceptable to raise my daughter. But I get emails from you, President Obama, and the DCCC headquarters and other political organizations asking for money. The little money that is not good to raise my now only child, it is good to give it to you. When you politicians need our vote, you come out all the way down and talk to us, the people. Once you get elected through our vote, we the people don't exist anymore. Everything is bureaucratic. The slogan, "Your vote is your voice," is just a myth. It makes no difference in voting nor being involved in politics. In one of your National Child Abuse Prevention Month proclamation, you said, quote, "When the child next door is maltreated, we all suffer," end quote. If that is right, if that is true, Mr. President, then you know exactly what my daughter is going through. But if that is figurative speaking, this is not. This is real. This has happened and is being happening. Still happening. Is bureaucracy going to be an excuse again to save the life of my now only child? I hope not. If I cannot count on my leaders, who can I count on? Mr. President, this is your last year of your presidential term. And what do I have? Promises, inspirational and electrifying speeches that don't match reality, the death of a younger child, my other child being physically abused, silly excuses, criticism, blind eye, routine letters from you, my leaders, receipts as proof that I have asked for help, and the list goes on and on. It is sad that at such a young age, you, the people that I had asked for help, you are teaching our children that if there is no money involved, nobody is willing to help. If there are no interests involved, nobody is willing to help. And if that's not it, then you are teaching them bureaucracy. And if it's not that, then you're teaching them that there are people with important positions that do not help because they have neither the guts nor the willingness to help, or simply do not care. Sad, but it's reality. It is my hope that this video goes beyond bureaucracy. I don't want to finish without saying thank you to my Creator for giving me the courage to speak up, even with a shaky voice. I say this because I am in a situation that if I don't ask for help, I can lose my now only child. And if I ask for help, I can also lose her. Please share this video with your friends. Keep us in your prayers. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.